Hello, this is Franklin Frith, General Manager and Principal of Human Resources Mexico. And today we would like to discuss the vehicle process and use of vehicles. Obviously, Human Resources Mexico provides vehicles for the employees if it relates to their job-related duties, if they need to drive somewhere or whatnot, and the client wants us to secure a vehicle via an auto lease. We do that for our clients and the employees here in Mexico, Human Resources Mexico. So we're with Mayra Muro, our administration manager, and we're gonna talk about these vehicles because this has been a very big benefit that we give our clients. So what is the car lease process? I mean, see, in the United States, and before you answer this, Mayra, in the United States, for example, I can walk in and lease a vehicle and be out the door in an hour. I mean, pretty much, okay? Not here in Mexico. Totally different process. So why don't you share that process with everyone?
Of course, yes, it is really different here in Mexico. I would like to start with the time this process takes. It takes about 2 months in total.
2 months. Okay.
To obtain the leased vehicle. So the first step will be that you, the client, will need to provide us with about 3 options so we can have different quotes for the type of vehicle you wish to lease. The quotes take approximately 7 business days from the provider to be sent to us. Once we send you the quotes and you are interested in obtaining a car, we will send you an agreement which explains what are you responsible for and what will Human Resources Mexico provide. Once you sign this, it's a very basic agreement. We will move forward with the lease company to start the process. As I mentioned, the process takes a lot of time. There are a lot of documents that needs to be provided from Human Resources Mexico, such as bank statements, finance balances. A lot of personal information from our general manager needs to be provided, and we need to sign different forms. This is why it is a very long process. Once we have everything authorized, we will let you know, coordinate the vehicle delivery to the employee, and summarizing, this is the process.
Excellent job, Mayra, and your department does a phenomenal job with this. I actually literally had to sign away my life to get a car. It's incredible. It's incredible. One great thing for you as the client, though, and where this really comes in to be a great benefit that we offer, is there are no fees or charges or anything for us to handle all this for you. I sign the contracts. Human Resources Mexico and myself are responsible. So you as the client, you don't even have to worry about anything. You pick the car, authorize the monthly payment amount, we do the rest, all right? And obviously you're going to pay the invoice. We do the rest, and we don't charge anything for this. And the beauty of it is, since it's a tax-deductible expense for Human Resources Mexico, because we're doing it all legally, the company's signing the lease, and then the company makes the monthly payments, it's totally tax-deductible. So this means that on the invoice, if the car payment's $350 a month, that's what you pay us. You don't pay us any fees, no charges, no nothing, no markup factor. It gets billed at $350 times 1.0 markup factor. So this is a tremendous benefit, but with this, and this is why we're doing this video, with great things come great responsibility. And talking about responsibility, what are the employees' responsibility when it comes to using this benefit, this great tool that the client wants to give them? What's their responsibility?
Okay. Great question, Franklin. Well, the car here in Mexico will be considered as a work tool, so the employee must sign an automobile use agreement. The employee is the only person authorized to use the vehicle.
Very important.
Yes, for legal purposes. And well, the employee must always have with him his valid driver license, circulation card, plates, insurance policy, company contact information, emergency contact information, and the automobile use agreement in original in the car at all times. And the employee will also need to notify us of any accidents, anything the car needs.
Service.
Exactly. We provide the employee also a policy, and it's important that he follows it. The employee is also responsible of having the circulation card with a valid date, and if he needs any assistance from our end, he needs to ask us, and we are happy to help. And I would like to note that if the employee does not follow the policy, we will have to be in a position to remove the car from the vehicle. I'm sorry, remove the vehicle from the...
Sure. And you know what? I know our clients, we have great clients, and we truly have great clients. And the clients understand why we have to do this. I mean, if something were to happen, and let's say the employee didn't have their valid driver's license, and let's say there's a fatality crash where someone else, there's a fatality, their insurance won't cover anything because the driver did not have a valid driver's license. I mean, you understand this in pretty much any country. And, you know, obviously, I can't put Human Resources Mexico and my personal life at risk because someone doesn't want to follow some basic rules to have, you know, their driver's license up to date, okay? So, you know, we don't want anyone to perceive this as that, you know, hey, we're taking this really hard position and, oh, Human Resources Mexico thinks it's just so tough. Has nothing like that at all. We simply need to make sure that we protect the company, protect the employees of the company, protect the employees that are out on the outside and the external of the company, and protect you, the client. I mean, that's the bottom line. This is what you pay us to do. This is why we think of all the details. This is why we have a procedure in place for the employee in regards to servicing, renewal of the circulation card, making sure that every 90 days they send us a copy of their driver's license so that we can do our homework and make sure that they're being responsible drivers. This is a great benefit, and there's great responsibility with this benefit. So talking about responsibilities again, Mayra, what are the client's responsibilities? So the client is fully aware of the responsibilities before engaging this great benefit with us.
Okay, well, it is a client responsibility to cover all costs associated with the vehicle, such as monthly cost, rent, insurance cost, plates, permits, maintenance the car needs, and it is very important that you are in constant communication with your employees so you are aware of the use that the employee is given this car.
That's good, Mayra, and that's a great way to simplify it. And just to clarify Mayra's points that you, the client, is responsible for the insurance costs and the plates, you don't have to worry about all that as far as like keeping track of, you know, and then getting the renewal of the plates done and renewing the insurance. We handle all that, okay? We handle 100% of the administration of the vehicle. All you need to do is make sure the invoice is paid. Now, with that said, obviously, you are going to authorize all expenses, 100% of the expenses before 1 penny is spent on your behalf. You will authorize it in writing via our service portal so that you're always rest assured that you're never ever getting billed for something that you did not authorize. We don't work like that. I don't want anyone doing business with me like that, and that's why we make sure that everything's pre-authorized, but you are ultimately responsible for the cost. I mean, that's just obvious. So now what happens, Mayra, if the employee is in a car accident?
Okay, great question, Franklin. So first of all, we need to make sure that the employee is safe.
Definitely.
That is our main concern. If the employee is safe, can get out of the vehicle and is not hurt, we ask the employee to take a picture of the plates of the other car that was involved in the accident, or
write down the plate number if they don't want to be, you know,
in a position
exactly, because you never know.
Taking pictures, but the best will be if he can take a picture of the plates and of the damage that was caused. We need him to notify us by phone, by email. And if it's a weekend, he can leave a voicemail message. We will check it as soon as we can. And of course, he needs to let you know, the client, that he was in a car accident. He needs to call the insurance company. It is really important that he contacts the insurance company and follows the instructions by the insurance company. He can't move the car unless noted by the insurance company or the police authorities. So he needs to follow the instruction and always let us know of anything that happens. Even if it's a very small accident or a big accident, we would like the employee to let us know.
Yeah, and be quite honest with you, and not just a question of that we would like the employee to let us know. The employee has to let us know.
Exactly.
The company, the lease contract is in the name of Human Resources Mexico. We're totally 100% responsible, which carries great responsibilities here in Mexico. And like Mayra said, if the instructions of the insurance company, which is represented by the leasing company, see, the leasing company dictates to us what insurance company to use. So if we don't follow the instructions of the insurance company, then the leasing company and the insurance company can say, all right, well, this isn't covered, and then we could be just in a world of cost. All right, and again, our job is to protect you, the client, from careless cost. Okay, so now, are there any restrictions for using the vehicle, Mayra?
Okay, yeah. So as we previously mentioned, the employee is the only authorized person to drive it. He can duplicate the car key. It is prohibited.
He can't duplicate it.
He can't duplicate it. There can't be any modifications or improvements of any kind. Even if it's for the better of the vehicle, we can't make any changes to the car. And the employee can't also fix the car or give maintenance in other places other than the authorized by the agency, and we will make sure to coordinate this with the employee. Great,
yeah, a great thing that you're saying that. We coordinate all this, okay? Again, Human Resources Mexico administers everything 100%. The employee doesn't even have to worry about most of this other than taking the car to the repair shop or for the service. But as far as like scheduling, where it has to be done, and all that, we handle 100% of this. And again, it would be just like a company fleet vehicle situation in the United States or any other country. Obviously, the employees can't be modifying the vehicles. I mean, it's just common sense. So can the employee then, Mayra, use the vehicle for personal, I mean, come on, let's face it. I mean, you know, let's say he or she is an international sales manager, and you know, uses the vehicle 7 days a week. We know the vehicle is not 7 days a week for the job. Exactly. So what about personal things? Yes, well, the car is assigned as a work tool, but of course he can use it for personal reasons. He can make trips with it, but just we ask him to let us know you and us that he is using the vehicle for personal purposes, and that's fine. Yeah, I mean, just again, just in case there's an accident or something, you know, everyone's on the same page. We know exactly why the vehicle is in Acapulco, because he's on vacation, because he was authorized to take the vehicle to drive to Acapulco for his vacation. So as long as everyone's aware of what's going on, then it shouldn't be a problem. Is there any additional comments or points that you want to make? Yes, we will send you a vehicle enrollment kit, which contains the policy, all of the information we just talked about, but in more detail, so you can review it carefully. And if you have any additional questions, concerns, you can send us an email to support@expandmexico.com or give us a call if it's easier for you. Awesome, awesome. Mayra, hey, just real quick, how long have you been with Human Resources Mexico? Over 9 years. Almost 10 years, okay. So Mayra does a phenomenal job with the administrative department as our administration manager. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. But we really appreciate your business. We hope that this video is useful for you, and thank you very much. Thank you. Excellent.